12 News reporter Grace Gagnon is live at Kohl's now, checking in with some of the shoppers. Grace?
Michelle, Scott, some stores are just starting to reopen after taking a break from last night. That's not the case here at Kohl's. I caught up with the district attorney earlier today, and he said usually with cases like this, it takes days to reach a verdict. Instead, it only took hours. Here in the town of Maine, a washed out driveway has homeowners using a zip line to get across. The jewelry store announced just a few weeks ago it would close this location. Now it seems other stores have followed suit. After speaking with some viewers today, we've learned high water bills are not exclusive to Johnson City. There's less than an hour left of 2018. So far, from what I saw today, Tajiri seems happy with his new girlfriend.
12 News reporter Grace Gagnon is live in the kitchen with a family recipe. Grace.
Yeah, tonight I'm making my dad's wing sauce recipe. His buffalo wings are the best I've ever had. So tonight I'm making them for you and I'm gonna share the recipe. So right now the wings are baking in the oven. Now usually my dad fries them, but I don't have access to a fryer, so baking will have to do. And now I'm gonna put the sauce on the stove.
12 News reporter Grace Gagnon joins us live from Endicott to show us around. And Grace, looks like you made a new friend there.
Meet Elix. 12-year-old Molly Jablanowski tells me she's been drawing for 5 years, saying any free second she has, she draws. As you can see behind me, this cornfield is completely flooded. Communities face devastation as intense flooding hits the Twin Tiers. After the search was executed on Harrison Street, I looked through some of the footage and found something worth showing. Check it out. There's a small black dog being forced into a silver van. I wanted to know where this dog came from, so I gave Chief Brent Dodge a call. He then told me 5 other dogs were seized from this home. Here's what happened. When Metro SWAT searched 220 Harrison Street,
they were hit by the deplorable conditions inside the house.
The conditions so bad, code enforcement deemed the home unfit for human occupancy.
Mostly generated by the fact that there were 6 dogs in the residence that had not been taken outside to go to the bathroom.
I caught up with one neighbor.
I was really worried about it, actually.
Who says in his 3 years of living on Harrison Street, he's never seen what the dogs looked like.
You could hear them barking, and every time I walked my dogs by, they'd bark, and they'd want to come outside like they wanted to come out and play, and not once.
Now, fortunately, the 6 dogs are in good hands at the Broome County Humane Society.
We've just been monitoring them.
Amber Leandria, shelter manager, says they're emaciated, as you can see from protruding ribs.
There's 2 of them that are just about 8 weeks old, and they are very skinny. There's another one that's probably around 14 weeks old, same thing.
Not only are they hungry, but these dogs, having never been outdoors,
they want to smell things and explore, taste things, and just enjoy being outside.
As heartbreaking as this situation may be,
It's all too common for us to find conditions like this, usually not to this extent.
Dodge says he seized animals from homes before. Typically, they're brought to the Humane Society for care, but introducing neglected animals to a new life is no simple feat.
So a lot of the dogs we get from situations like this, they're very excited at the front of the cage. They see a person, so they associate that with, oh, this person has been feeding me.
What's next for the 6 dogs is unclear. Andrea says they will test for any behavioral issues before deciding if they can be put up for adoption someday. Yes, Esperanza, they sure did. Many kids were here today at the Maine Annual Central School District making snowballs and snow forts, but the main attraction was sledding down this big hill. Kids definitely took advantage of the fresh snow on the ground during their snow day.
Making so much snowballs and sleds full of snowballs and snowing them, like parents against kids.
Even parents joined in on the fun.
I think they started it, and so we get into a little bit of a snowball fight and have a lot of fun with it on our day off.
Best friends Adriana Buchek and Caroline Simak came prepared to play in matching snow gear.
Sledding and playing. I love to sled, and my boots get really filled with snow, and I also just love to play with my new pet dog.
Adriana's twin brother Drew got creative with the snow.
Well, I'm sledding, I'm throwing snowballs, and I made a jump, and I'm trying to make a secret little tunnel.
Is that your tunnel?
Yes, this is my tunnel.
Some kids came with one task in mind, mastering speed.
I'm just sliding down Main Endwell High School hill, and it's pretty fast today.
Ryan's expert advice?
If you get a running start, it'll help.
Whether kids were throwing snowballs at their parents, building secret tunnels, or sledding, Drew's favorite part of the day was simple.
Spending time with our family today and having a day off of school so we can have fun today.
After seeing all those kids go sledding today, I think I'm ready to try it for myself. All right, 1, 2, 3. Live in Endwell, Grace Gagnon, 12 News. Oh no! Does this scare you?
I'm petrified.
Rob Allen's driveway was destroyed by recent flooding. Weeks later, he's still looking for help.
It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And we literally can't put any more money,
forcing him to find new ways to get by. When the water's too high to walk across the pipe safely, homeowners say they use a zip line to get across.
We put up a zip line so if the water's over the pipes, we can at least zip line out.
Fixing his driveway would not be cheap.
The last estimate we got was $86,000.
Allen says he's reached out to every local official.
And the most anybody does is they call New York State DOT, and DOT says it's private property, there's nothing they can do, and that's where they leave it.
The state's Department of Transportation confirms it cannot help. State Senator Fred Akshar says he's reached out to multiple agencies on Allen's behalf. Akshar says in a statement, "We made every effort to assist Mr. Allen, but learned that the state does not have a role in the design of his bridge, and unfortunately, there's very little we can personally do to address his issue."
I feel if what's good for one is good for all, whether it be me or, God forbid this was somebody else, I still feel the same way.
Either way, Allen's feeling desperate and upset.
There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do.
In the town of Maine, Grace Gagnon, 12 News.